Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're on the draw for game one, and this hand is not really keepable. This hand is still not great. Yeah, it's really not great. I mean, this is a turn, like an on-curve Mycospawn or Chrysalis. No way to cast command. And we mulligan this too. We can keep this, however. This is keepable. Pitch return, pitch talisman, done, and pass. So I'm gonna go Misty, fetch with Stirrings, or do you go Temple, hope to draw into Temple? Probably Temple, hope to draw into Temple. We'll go Temple, pass. I guess there could have been an argument to keeping Talisman. That way you could go turn 2 Talisman into Stirrings. So this looks to be the mirror match, which might be a little bit unfortunate as we are a little bit slow. But our opponent seems to be a bit on the slow side as well. That's a Rumble. No, it's a Talisman. Talisman into Stirrings? Nope, just Talisman. Okay, so we might be in the clear then if we can hit hot on this Rumble. Rainforest. Forest. Rumble. We can go Lab and hope to hit into a 7-mana value spell. Yeah, probably our best bet there. And pass. So what's the biggest concern here? I mean, realistically a Karn, I suppose. Because we don't have much available to us. There's Rumble. So no Karn. No Rumble for you, but okay, there's a Karn. Imagine they grab Karn unless they're Landlight, in which case they grab the Lab. The question is what we end up playing next turn. Chooses Lab. Okay, so they're Landlight. No Imprint or Imprint? Imprint. Okay, we need something good off the top. 7-mana value spell would be ideal. Mycospawn. So like on one hand, yes, Mycospawn is good here. I do wonder if we go Stirrings instead and hold up Command. Because if we Stirrings into a 7-mana value spell or another Temple, then we'll be able to X equals 3. And also get another land on board. Set up the Mycospawn for the turn after. Let's go Ancient Stirrings. That's really unfortunate. I mean, we get the Eldrazi Temple. Actually, no, this is fine. The Eldrazi Temple is what we wanted. I would have liked the Karna as well, but we'll go Temple. Temple. So now we have a Command X3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're slightly tempted to exile the spawn on upkeep. Because if they don't have another land, which I don't think they do, then they'll be short 1 on the Mycospawn. Sack it. Yep. And looks like they might have a command. A return. Okay. Good news is that means that they aren't hitting us with a Mycospawn, whereas we have the Mycospawn regardless. So I think this puts us in a good position. We'll get rid of the Uggin's Lab and Bajuka Bog. Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. Sowing Mycospawn Kick. Exile Ugin Lab. Return. And then Bajuka Bog. Bajuka Bog, target you. And pass. Next turn we can cast Devourer. Fetch of Windswept Teeth. Stomping Grounds tapped. And passes. Okay. Yeah, I think we're in a good position now. You know, one of their 3 cards is the Emrakul. Temple. Okay, they do have enough now for a kicked Mycospawn. So that could disrupt this Devourer, but looks like they don't have it. World Breaker's good. Windswept Teeth. World Breaker. Trigger. Exile. No command in hand. That's what that tells me. Go to combat. Down to 15. And put a pause on end step. Uggin's Lab, imprint the Emrakul again? Yep. Fetch with the Windswept Teeth or the Commercial District. Trigger. And Graveyard you go. Ancient Stirrings. I'll cast. I'll grab a Kozilek's command. Done. Any order. Let's go to combat. Down to 7. So let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6. Imprint. Devour of Destiny. Kozilek's command. And that should be X equals 6. Might be right for me to hold up red as well. Yeah, hold on a second. So command. Just use the color sources. X equals 5. There's double World Breaker. Bottom Sprawl. Bottom Sprawl. Top Rumble. Top Breaker. Top Breaker. Cast World Breaker. I did just accidentally resize by like a pixel, and that will annoy the fresh hell out of me. Oh no. There we go. Let's see. Return, breaker, breaker gets rid of lab, and opponent scoops it up. Eldrazi Ramp, win for game 1. Let's go to sideboard. We'll cut the returns. Bring in the Chrysalis. Keep that. I forget. Let's take a look at the sideboard guide real quick. Against Eldrazi on the draw. That's right. We actually bring the Force of Vigor. Which, right now, with the data coming from Ancient Stones, it's likely we probably drop Force of Vigor in favor of Nature's Claim. I'm thinking about testing out just the Urgast version without Karn, since Moto doesn't have an abundance of Grinding Station, and the hope is, come March BNR, Underworld Breach gets banned. There's Force, but this hand is pretty meh, right? Yeah, we mulligan. Like a temple, a lab makes this good. That's a off the top 2 draws, technically 3. You know what? We'll keep it. Drop a command. It's a bit risky since they're on the play and could just go on the play Stone Rain, right? Forest Sprawl red. No Sprawl. And we get the temple? Perfect. Catacombs, pass, put a pause on end step. Temple, Malevolent Rumble. Talisman. Talisman's fine. Catacombs, Commercial District, trigger. Talisman to grave. Draw. Emrakul. Temple. Rumble. Lab. 5 types in yard. And pass. So we do have the kicked Myco spawn next turn. And see if they have a kicked Myco spawn this turn. Would be a bit of a problem, but not the end of the world. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they imprint, that's a kicked Myco spawn into a Bajuka Bog. No imprint. Opponent's keeping some interesting hands. That's another Talisman. You have a Soin Myco spawn? Oh, you have a Stone Rain. Yeah, that's fine. Again, not ideal, but not the end of the world. Devourer of Destiny. Lab. Imprint. Do we rumble or do we hold up command? I think we hold up command because command X equals 2. Will still keep me a bit short is the problem, right? Yeah. Oh no. We'll just need to find a land off the top. So, okay. This is fine. Hold up the ability to respond. Two. 3, 4, 5, 6. Chrysalis. Chrysalis will resolve. At least the trigger will resolve. Another Stone Rain. Very reactive hand. Trigger on the stack. Resolves. Stone Rain again. Yes. 2, resolve. Phase change. Phase change. Cast command X equals 2. Devourer down, Temple top, draw. Another Devourer. I will cast Rumble. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could grab Sowing Mycospawn, though I'm a little bit concerned about any other land destruction here, so I think we might need to go Forest. And pass. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we do have Emrakul next turn. Tempted to do that. It'll be very difficult for them to deal with that, of course. Writhing Chrysalis will hit for 3, maximum of 4. Down to 16, land for turn. And what we got looks like a World Breaker. Oh, Devour. Yeah, that's fine. Thought that was going to be much worse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, like, is kicking the Mycospawn even worth it? Maybe not. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I think we just go Emrakul. I think this is the point in which we will. Kicking the Mycospawn really doesn't slow them down at all. Whereas Emrakul puts a very good clock. Pass. Our turn, comrade. Commercial districts. Yeah, I mean, it's worth for me to see what's on top. Trigger. Lab. Yeah, we'll keep the lab on top. I'll sacrifice a spawn. Trigger. Let's pay some life. Go to combat. Attack of Writhing Chrysalis since it can block the Emrakul. Block and pass. And pass. You'll draw an Uggin's Lab. No imprint. Stomping Grounds. Yeah, it might be worth kicking the Mycospawn now just so we can get rid of a land plus yard. But opponent scoops it up before we can execute that. Solid to a win in the mirror match. Alright, well, we'll be back for match 2. Alright, and we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. Hand is okay. So, what makes his hand good? Oh, actually, Malevolent Rumble doesn't because of Cavernous Souls, while a green source is not gonna work. Okay, so Talisman, Temple. That's 8 hits. Talisman would be really good. I mean, Temple would be 2. Yeah, we'll keep this. They go down to 5. We'll just pass. Let them do their thing. So we go Uggin's Lab, talk Emrakul, Scouting Tarn, pass, draw, Emrakul. So now a Lab also is pretty good. So now we have, what, 11 hits? Talk Emrakul, hold up the ability to respond. Scouting Tarn, fetch 4. Feels like it could be grinding station. Could be the mirror, but instead of the gruel mirror, it might be teamer. But scouting tarn wouldn't be right, so yeah, this feels like grinding station if I had to wager a guess. Scouting tarn. Fetch. Steam Vent Shock. Malevolent Rumble. Yeah, all the makings of grinding station. Now Preordain on Holy Heat grabs the bauble. Yep, plays bauble. Yep. Bauble fetch, target me. Yep. Draw. Bauble. There's a second lab. I am tempted to get rid of the spawn, but I think we hold the command instead. Yeah, I think we hold the command instead, and then we Myco spawn next turn. Misty Rainforest. Fetch, down to 15. Tapped falls. Okay. Emery into yard. Preordained. Scry 2, draw a card. Bottom, draw. Okay. And passing, holding up blue. Only thing I'm a little bit worried about here is going to be a... whatchamacallit? Is a Spell Pierce, but there's not much I can do about it. They have the Spell Pierce, they have the Spell Pierce. There's a Spell Pierce. Yep. Alright, well, 'twas a thing. Cavernous Souls. Name Eldrazi. Summoning Myco Spawn. Cast, no kick. Trigger. Bajukabog. Target you. Pass. Next turn we can kick the Myco Spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, yeah, 9, 10. Because Ghost Quarters in this case technically acts as 2. Stirrings. Unfortunately, no true green sources, but we can get one. We can get one. Tempted to Ghost Quarter, maybe. Let's start off by kicking the Myco Spawn. Let's get rid of that Hedge Maze, so that way no Rumble. I'm going to grab a Forest. And we're going to go to combat. Attack us, Myco Spawn. Play Ancient Stirrings. There's a command. I will grab the command. Any order. Play Temple and pass. Fetch with Misty. For a Breeding Pool tapped. Very tempted to play Command here on upkeep just to get rid of that spawn. I think I will. Because 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll be one short though. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Unfortunate. But do we command here? Ugh. No, I think we hold. Of course I'm going to say that's going to absolutely wreck me. Bauble resolves. Bauble fetch resolves. Not bauble fetch, but bauble activate rather. And passing. Trigger. Utopia Sprawl. I mean, can Utopia Sprawl? Ghost Quarter. Actually. Okay, let's go to combat, first off and foremost here. Attack with all creatures. K command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of want to hold up 2 additional just in case of a spell pierce. X equals 4. Do we want to do that? Is that better than just holding? Holding's probably just better. Yeah, we will Utopia Sprawl in red. Pass. Flame to draw 2. Yes, flame to draw 2. Saga. Saga currently doesn't have the ability to make mana, but if I just Ghost Quarters, it doesn't matter. They just make mana, or they'll just grab something with mana anyways, so that's fine. So no reason to quarter right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 regardless. Red for breach. Huh. Equal to the card's mana cost plus exile 3 other cards in your graveyard. Interesting. They could have Rumble. They could have Rumble. Trying to think here. I mean, they can't grab back Bauble. If we exile that, then what? They Rumble, and that's it? That resolves. Amber. So now you can play Grinding Station. You can pay for cost. Rumble. That's fine. Sync. There's the station you were looking for. So you grab station. chooses Breach. Station. To cost. So this mills them 3. In response, I'm going to scry draw exile. Scry draw and exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My short one. Did me playing that Utopia Sprawl ruin me? Potentially. Yeah, that actually sucks a lot. We're one short where we need to be. So if we scry draw. No, 5 cards. No, 5 types in yard. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we just have to go for it, don't we? Frustrating. If they just hit correct, then we're screwed. 2. I guess we just leave the rainforest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, one short of what we wanted. Bottom, 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 top, bottom, bottom. Pass. How much I can do now? If they hit bobble, seriously? Oh. So yeah, we misplayed. Misplayed hard. If I mean, can I even call it a misplay? I mean, they need to actually. Okay. Hold on. Is there a way for them to make mana? At this point, they can opal shore, but they can't actually make mana right now. Okay. So we are fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not to mention that, but we have Soin Megaspawn kicked. Or not kicked, but Soin Megaspawn for lethal. They see it too. So that was almost catastrophic. Because of us playing the Utopia Sprawl. I really should be more careful even in those instances where it seems inconsequential. But because it was mana negative, it did almost cost me the game. So we should really be playing Utopia Sprawl either when it's mana neutral or when it's as setup, right? And yeah, we could have played that a bit better. So cut the returns. 2 brains in. Force in. Cut quarter. And what else? Running station on the play. Cut a Mycospawn for a Soulish Jailer. That seems correct. Did we cut a Mycospawn or we cut a Chrysalis? What's the benefit there? Maybe just cut the Chrysalis. Maybe I need to update my sideboard guide. Yeah, I think that might be correct. Grind station. Oh, I guess basically I'm wanting to keep the ghost quarter in. Is the ghost quarter right to keep in? I guess it's Saga. So if that's the case, then yes, we need to cut the Myco spawn. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. On the draw for game 2, we will keep and pass. So we'll do Windswept Teeth, fetch, Utopia Sprawl, Temple, hold command. Temple, hold command, if nothing else. Keep in mind that they likely are playing Consign. So we see an opportunity, we need to take it. Tamiyo, yes. Amber, they now have blue. Windswept Teeth, fetch. For a forest. Sprawl, do you have a Spell Pierce? You do not. Red, pass. And pass. Tamiyo attack, make a clue. Emery. There's a win condition in Yard. Otawara, 1 card in hand. Pass. See if they crack the clue. In response, I'm going to scry draw, exile Tamiyo. Bottom, bottom, top and draw. Another command, excellent. And pass. Shifting woodland. Something to keep in mind. Draw. Soulish Jailer. Play the temple. Attempt to resolve Jailer. Jailer resolves. Hold up command. They do have Delirium, so they do have a Unholy Heat. I'm just going to hold command now. And just slowly advance our board state. No reason to rush things at this point. This command is our secondary lifeline. I just want to pass, that's fine. Devourer. In that case, Stomping Ground, Shock. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cash trigger, target Emery. Do you have a consign? You do not. You have a body on board. We can still take out a typing yard, and we got there. Good stuff. Clean to a win against Grinding Station. Was very close though. We did almost lose in game 1. Just because of like a single misplay. I was thinking about advancing my board state, not about the fact that that 1 mana could cost me the game. But that said, we'll be back for match 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. Opening hand. Okay. So, what are good draws off the top here? Talisman is okay. No, not really. Off the top, I guess a 7-mana value spell. So we have 8 hits there, plus a command, so that's 12. Yeah, we keep this. It's like, what, close to 20% draw. Or rather, skip draw step. Go to main, lab imprint, and pass. And pass. Right now it's looking like we'll play Temple, but if we find a 7-mana value spell, then we'll go Karn on 2. Rumble, bit unfortunate. Play Temple and hold. So now we can go Karn on 3. We can find, or play Rumble if we find a green source. So we have 9 hits there, in addition to Talisman's 13. So, I mean, we have a ton of good hits off the top here. Theater. Still not sure what we're playing against just yet. Could be Mardu. Thoughtseize resolves. Imagine you take the Rumble. Like, on one hand, yeah, it's not castable, but the Karns are Thoughtseize proof. Okay, grabs Karn, that's fine. No shot, you missed your land drop? Which is a bit ironic because they put a land to grave. Well, I mean, there's no reason for me not to just apply pressure here, so we're just going to lab. Like, there are no threats on board. We'll go KGC minus KGC, local metal coating, and pass. I mean, if they can't deal with KGC or this local metal coating, I think we just have the game. Why would they put a land into grave if they didn't have the second land? That makes no sense to me. I wonder if it's a misclick. Either way, it's going to cost them. Opponent's thinking hard here. Oh, yeah, they got the Sacred Foundry. Shock. A Johnny? Is it Mardu Energy? Thoughtseize. Takes local metal. Okay, that's fine. Not the end of the world. So, question of the day. What do we think we're playing against? Let's go Talisman of Impulse. Malevolent Rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go Verdant Catacombs. Play Verdant Catacomb. Minus KGC for Chalice of the Void. Do I care about the Sprawl? I don't think so. So I'll go Chalice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. X equals 1. And we'll just set up with Verdant Catacombs. Plays of Plains. Passes with 3 up. What in the world are we playing against? Devourer top. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see. 1, 2. Actually, before we do that, take up Karn on nothing. Just in case of a Bowmaster. World Breaker. We'll get rid of their black source. Return, Breaker, target Theater, pass. Floats black. No, Breaker. And I think they do have the Bowmaster after all. Nope, Felia. So, KGC will be down. That is okay. Solitude, Solitude hits Breaker. Do you have the Ephem on top of which? No, no Ephem. So, likely that this is Mardu Blink. Guess you can now blink, yeah, flicker the Chalice. So now it's on 0. Means we can actually play the Utopia Sprawl for what it's worth. 7 types in Yard. 2. Ending, that's a bit unfortunate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that works. I will Sprawl on District for green. And pass. They could have flickered the Felia, so we just hold the command. Yeah, if you want to flicker something, that's fine. Yep, that's okay. It comes back, reattaches. I'll take 2. End step. Reattach. For green. And let's command. X equals 3. Bottom, bottom, top, and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll sacrifice. Do we want to sacrifice the spawns? Kind of want to hold up the Emrakul, so I think I will. Okay, we don't even need to sacrifice the spawns now. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Triggers. Target. No. And opponent scoops it up. Okay, so this is Blink. I've noticed that Blink has started to splash red. So do need to be mindful of that. Definitely thought this was Mardu Energy instead. Let's take a look. So cut all but 1 Karn. And we will cut the Ghost Quarter in favor of 3 Chrysalis. And run it back like that. Seems correct. On the draw for game 2. The hand is okay. I will keep. Since we're on the draw, though, I want to be a bit mindful of White Orchid Phantom. It's probably just correct to Forest into Stirrings, Shock, Thoughtseize. grab Karn, I'm gonna guess. Chrysalis currently can't be cast. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So in Mycospawn, okay. Ancient Stirrings. I think we go. We can't cast Return's the problem. Sanctum of Ugin's an option. Emrakul's an option. 2 types in Yard. Yeah, we'll go Emmy. And pass. And pass. Plains. And Damp Sphere, that's fine. Not the end of the world. Forest. Sprawl. Red. Pass. So next turn we can Chrysalis. Blood Crypt. Shock 4. Flicker Wisp. Ketra. Okay. Thankfully not enough types in Yard. There's a Devourer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Chrysalis. So next turn we can Devourer the Ketra. White Orchid Phantom. Yes. That is our last basic. So it means any future White Orchid Phantoms are in fact sinkholes. A little bit of afraid of an Ephem, not gonna lie. Tempted to take out the Blood Crypt. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could always just not cast or not kick the Mycospawn. Let's go to combat. Attack of Chrysalis. And a 12. I will play the Temple. 1, 2, 3. Okay, before we do that. 1, trigger. 2, trigger. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast trigger, target Ketra, pass. Okay, no Ephem. Marsh Flats, Force of Veilland. Next turn we can kick a Mycospawn if we want. Pass. Vindicate. That's fine. Attack. Down to 18. Utopia Sprawl. I cannot Sprawl and Mycospawn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So 4 types in Yard. Stomping Grounds. Shock. Swine Mycospawn. Kick. I will get rid... I guess they have 2 black sources, 2 red sources. I forget if they play Flage now. I think they do, so double red is relevant. Double red white, probably even more so. They have 1, 2, 3 white though. Get rid of the black source. And then we'll go Commercial District 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Trigger, Sprawl, Graveyard 12. We're one short of Emrakul now. Attack for 4. Down to 7. Fetch of Arid Mesa, down to 6. Lethal is on board. Raucous Theater. Godless Shrine into Grave. Pass in full. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So, one land short of Emmy. Overlord of the Baelmerk. And finds a Solitude. Yes. Go to combat. Block. So no Solitude. World Breaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't even care about that damn sphere at this point. Let's get rid of the Overlord and pass. And pass. Opponent scoops it up. And we got there. Solid 2-0 win against Mardu Blink. We'll be back for match 4. Alright, and we're back for match 4 on the draw for game 1. Yeah, we keep this hand. Like, what makes this hand good? Command, a green source, specifically, I guess, any green land. Command, any green land. I guess you could argue Temple. Lab, not so much. So really, 13 hits out the top and we see 4 deep. So yeah, we'll keep this. Reveal Devourer and pass. Watery Grave, shock for holding. Trigger. Yikes. Whole lot of nuttin'. I think we might want to just ship it all. Draw something fresh. There's the district. Trigger. And then they'll Thought Scour on end step. Next turn we can rumble. I mean, Lab does let us ramp. I feel like we need more action, though. I mean, this gets us to 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we do put that in the graveyard. Pass. Thought Scour. Thankfully doesn't hit an Oculus. And we'll pass it in full. Undercity Sewers. Let's see what's on top. They keep it on top, whatever it is. Do they have a... There's a temple. Do they have a Spell Snare? Or a Spell Pierce? They do not. Or at the very least, if they do, they didn't play it. KGC is interesting, and I think a worthwhile choice here. So we will go KGC. Hold up the ability to respond. Another Thought Scour, push, push. Out of principle, I will sack it. And pass. And pass. So next turn we can't kick a Microspawn, but we can Bojuka Bog. Polluted Delta. Now if they do have a Murktide, they would be able to play a Murktide here, so we'd be one short. Oof. Main deck Harbinger really hurt. Well, that is a slight problem now, isn't it? That Talisman's looking better and better by the second. Oh, we'll play Temple. Pass. So we need a Forest. Or a Talisman. Hit me for 2. There's the Forest. Main downside now is the fact that I can't Bojuka Bog. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'd still be short, so I think we do go try and resolve KGC. Does KGC resolve? I'm doubtful, but it does count towards the Types in Yard. So 5, 9, 10, 11. And here comes an Oculus. The only downside of playing into that, but I don't think it would have mattered regardless of what we play. Bojuka Bog was really the only recourse of resolving the Karn into Tormod's Crypt. So definitely in a bit of a precarious position, but we're not out of it yet. So we will cast a Soin Microspawn, resolve a Soin Microspawn. I will grab another Forest and attempt to resolve a Malevolent Rumble. Let's see here. 5, 6, 7. I'll grab, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I guess just in case 14. It's either that or the KGC. 5, 6, 7, am I right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Tempted to grab the KGC. What would be the benefit of KGC specifically, though? I mean, obviously we can go into local mellow coding. So maybe we do go KGC. Yeah, let's go KGC. All right. And pass. If they don't have a counterspell, then we have an Emrakul. We have an Emrakul regardless, it's just a matter of whether or not we'll be able to actually take control of their turn. I mean, we'll be able to at least get the Harbinger off board. End step, manifest. Alawara, Windswept Teeth. I'll play the Ghost Quarter. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Emrakul, the Promised End. Do you have a counterspell? Like I said, at the very least, I'll get the Harbinger off a board. And then we can deal with the Oculus. No shot this resolves. Oh, okay, I was about to say, if this resolved, I'd be shocked and appalled. Counterspell, yes. Alright. Well, unless they have a Fatal... No, they can't Fatal Push here. So, I mean, I guess they can Fatal Push the spawn, but that's about it. No attacks. Paying cost. Shoot the sheriff? That'd probably be the worst case scenario here. Frog. Okay, that's fine. Not the end of the world. Murktide. I guess you might as well. Another Harbinger. Yep. Unearth. So we're going to have to cycle the Unearth. I guess we don't have to cycle the Unearth, actually. Because I can just exile what's relevant in Yard with Frog after it floats. Also, what are you? Murktide, that's never going to get flipped. Maybe cycling the Unearth is still correct. I mean, I guess I can actually cast the Unearth and in response float the Frog. Yes. So let's make sure we're holding priority. Target Harbinger. Pay. Cast. In response, activate Frog, exile 1, 2, 3. No legal targets. Go to combat. Attack of Harbinger into sowing Myco Spawn. Fetch with Flooded Strand. You have an Undercity Sewers. It might be correct to set up the top with something bad. Undercity Sewers, Surveil Trigger. Force doesn't do anything, so we can put it on top. Then activate Frog, exiling 1, 2, 3. Actually, cancel that. Activate Frog, exiling Spell Pierce, Unearth, Harbinger. Even just the lands. So we flip the Frog again, and then we will pass the turn. You can pitch the Frog. I'm not dead, though. You can pitch and float, and that's fine. I guess maybe there's an argument to putting that... Yeah, okay. Maybe there's an argument to putting that on top, or putting that in the grave. That way I could have blocked the Frog. We'll be at 2. Frog, trigger, draw. Yeah, maybe. That way you could have blocked the Frog. That may have been correct. Manifest. Okay. So, how can we go about this? We're at 2 right now. World Breaker. I mean, World Breaker can block a flying creature. Alternatively, we can Devourer. Get rid of... Thing is, they're going to float the Frog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we can swing Myco Spawn. Oh no, we have the Eldrazi Spawn as well. And he has many blockers as possible. So if we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9, 10. So we would not have enough for a Karn, but we can at the very least Okay, hold on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. So we can kick a Myco spawn. No, it would be 11 minus 4. 11 minus 4 is 7, which is still fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hold on one second. I want Bajuka Bog, though. Right. And that would be a minus 3. So 7. Yes. So we can only spend this. So we will first Devourer. See if there's a counter spell here. Fetch, target. And blocker. Cast Sowing Myco Spawn. I need Bajuka Bog. Bajuka Bog, target you. So yes, I did misplay. I think I should have put the card on top into Yard, which will allow me to then float Frog, ensuring I could block the Myco spawn. We would have been at 6 rather than at 2 right now. Okay, well, if they have another floater, we're dead. Put a pause on end step in case we want to fetch, but it's unlikely we're going to. Also, any form of interaction will kill me. Next turn we can play World Breaker. Okay. Devourer. Thank you. Opponent complimented me. I can appreciate that. So let's Devourer here. Devour Frog. Frog down. KGC. Force. Force. Okay. And is there a world where you need to block with more than 3? We at the very least need to hold back 3 in case they have removal. So I think we can attack with Devour and start applying pressure. Down to 10. And put a pause on end step on the off chance I want to. Draw. Let's see if this resolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Emrakul. I mean, they have to block 1 there. And if we attack in here, so block 1, block 2, if they just block 1, 2, that's 9, but they have to block 2. So yes, we attack in. There's a force. There's an unearth. No reason to play anything here. So we'll just pass in full and pass. Consider their options. Force into yard. Go to my turn. There's a command just for good measure. They physically can't interact with that. I don't think they have anything of flash, so I think just an all-out attack is correct. Cast Settle the Wreckage. Imagine. That was a little bit closer than I would like. I did make a misplay. I very much should have put the force into yard, floated the frog so I could have blocked it with the Myco spawn. So that was a misplay on my part. But we did make it through the other side, but barely. Let's move the sideboard. I'm realizing I probably should keep 2 Karn. We can cut the Ghost Quarters here. Bring another Chrysalis. And I'm going to update my sideboard guide for Oculus. So I think we only take out 2 Karn. And we don't bring in the command, or the return, but bring in the Chrysalis instead. And same thing for on the draw. Take out only 2 Karn and leave out the return. Like, return is good, but I think the one-off Karn, just being able to grab Tormod's Crypt, local Melocony, etc. is still relevant. So I think we run it like this. All right. On the draw for game 2, we keep this. Yes. We'll pass. Draw. Another lab. Lab number 1. Imprint. Pass. Fetch with Scouting Tarn. Sewers. And keeps it on top. Okay. Hold up the ability to respond. There's a non-zero chance of them going Thought Scour into Harbinger. A frog, yes. Now's the age-old question in this matchup. Do you have the Force? KGC. Lab. Imprint. I think we just send it. Resolves, pass. Hold up the blade to respond. So no force, we know that much. You know, either play around the force, we play around the consign, right? I guess also Spell Pierce. Keeps it on top and passes. So again, the options are consign, Spell Pierce. So I think we'll play the Windswept Teeth. Attempt to resolve KGC. Do you have the consign? Consign or force? Consign, consign. So we did play around the consign. We'll just hold the Windswept Teeth then. We have the forest, so I don't mind if they play Harbinger here and then we fetch for Commercial District to set up the next turn. Looks like they have more of a reactive hand. So that's good for us. 3 types, 4 types in yard. Commercial District. Trigger. Return into yard. And draw. World Breaker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Means we sacrifice 1 spawn, however. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I am tempted to hold back this breaker. I think that might be correct. I maybe should have played that Misty Rainforest in that case, but we're gonna hold back. This way we can trigger the return and maybe get some more value, because otherwise I feel like we're just playing this breaker either directly into a consign or directly into a counterspell, right? I think the main thing we did wrong there is not playing the Misty. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pass. Command. That is good. Misty. I think we use the command as a permission spell. We're in this strange little holding pattern where we both know we have something. This command will force them to do, you know, act on something though, right? Crack the Misty for a forest. Cast command. Hold up to spawn. And done. I imagine this elicits a counterspell. Even better if it grabs a force. There's a force, okay. Another return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. World Breaker. 2, 4, 5, 6. Actually, hold on. Play lab. This way we can hold up the red. No, no, I'm losing my voice already. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triggers. I'm gonna get rid of your basic swamp. This is relevant in case of a Harbinger. No. And does World Breaker resolve? World Breaker probably does not. Imagine we see a consign. But why wouldn't they consign the trigger? Considers. Okay. So no consign, no counterspell. That surprises me. Alright, we'll hold up the return. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are 1 short of Emrakul. Play the Delta. And seems like they're going to go with an Oculus. There's the Oculus. 7-mana value spell off the top would be fantastic. Draw. Ask and you shall receive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Triggers. Undercity sewers. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Breaker would be 12 if they counter it. The thing is, they can only hit 2 if they have a consign, which they didn't before, but I guess could now. Looking like a consign. I want to fetch this with this polluted delta first, though. Sitting here wondering why my throat feels so hoarse, even though I haven't been recording overly much. But I think it's because right now we're in the middle of housing selection, so I'm calling a lot of students. So I wonder if that's why. Grabs an island and consigned memory. Yes. What do you counter is the question. There's the trigger and the return giving me the body. In that case, let's go attacking, shall we? Manifest creature is put in front, that's fine. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are 2 short. In response, float red, float 2, return. Do you have a counterspell? You do. Okay. We'll pass. I mean, we have plenty of pressure on board, so I'm not too worried there. I guess maybe there's an argument to return the Emrakul to hand. Ugh, unfortunate about this Devourer. I mean, at the very least, we should attack him with 1, but maybe not both. Attacking with 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we've been down 3. Does not block with a manifest creature. Fascinating. I mean, they're just going to try and make a big board. This return, though, is just going to be looming. I'm just going to pass in full. Nothing I can really do. Another Oculus. That is scary. That'd be why they didn't want to block. Trigger, triggers. Now they have enough blockers for both, so now they're just going to try and flood the board. I need another breaker. Sanctum will not do it. I'll pass. Right now I think the only 7-mana value spell that I can cast is Breaker for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, Breaker's the only one. You can summon Micah Spawn and try and ramp, but I think we really need a Malevolent Rumble into a Talisman for Devourer. This looks like another Oculus. Yeah, things are looking a bit grim. They're looking up for a while there. So again, just going to flood the board. Yep. Big old yikes. Stomping Grounds and pass. No attacks. And pass. I mean, they are running out of cards in deck, though I'm not sure if that'll be relevant. I mean, we blocked 2 Oculus, but this feels like bait. Getting rid of that swamp was relevant, though. I was right about that. Because now they can't flip, and I guess they can flip Frog, but they can't play Frog. Down to 3. Yikes. Trigger. KGC into EE is an option here. Unfortunately, you're a little bit late, friend. Spell Snare. Yes, you got it then. We will not belabor the point. So loss for game 2. Definitely a close one. I'll bring Ghost Quarter back in and dump the Jumpstone Cavern. Run it back. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe keeping 1 Karn's not a bad idea in most of these matchups. I will keep. Reveal. Trigger. There's the forest I was looking for, but maybe command is better. Thinking command might be better. But I think forest, actually. Temple. Pass. Bit worried about a Spell Snare. I think even more reason to play this Talisman of Impulse then. Better to bait them with this. And if it resolves, then we get the ramp. Red and pass. 2, 4, 6. Swing Micah Smile at the top would be premium. Thoughts Scour, yep. And they do hit the Harbinger, so if they do have the Unearth, that is unfortunate. But we do have the Rumble to generate another colorless source at least. Blue Delta, fetch. Black. Yeah, this feels like a Unearth into Harbinger. If I had the wager bet. Yep. Yep. Unfortunate. Not the end of the world, though. KGC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Utopia Sprawl. For red, green, we have black, there's blue. Let's go black. Rumble. Before we do that, Cavernous Souls, Rumble. Grab Writhing Chrysalis. And I'm gonna I'm gonna attempt to cast KGC. Yeah, that gets the consign. I've been waiting for something. That gets that out of the way so we can play Chrysalis next turn. We're hoping for KGC into Tormod's Crypt to get rid of their graveyard if possible. Did they miss a land drop? They might have. Yeah, I mean, it's a strong turn to play. Now if they have the Oculus, that'll be unfortunate. Frog, more palatable. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jesus. Red and colorless. Chrysalis. Does Chrysalis resolve? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If the body doesn't resolve, then we will definitely be able to play the Emrakul next turn. The cast trigger or the body is the question. Cast trigger, that's fine. You get another consign out of the way. And this now means that Emrakul can be played. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, no, we're short one. Okay, never mind. We are no longer short one, friends. Okay, we need to hope that they don't have a third consign in hand, for God's sake. Hopefully no land either, because that would possibly mean a counter spell. Boy. Yeah, it's a possibility. K return. Go to their upkeep. Actually, it might be better for us to wait till their end step. Try and get them to tap down. Yes. In response... Actually, I don't need to do that. As far as on the pitch another card they might want to keep. The worst case scenario here is that they force it. They do not, though. Okay. Frog hit. Harbinger down. I was hoping to get a counter spell out of them at the very least. Unearth. That is fine. 2 cards in hand. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Draw. Emrakul the Promised End. I know it's green mana. I want to spend it. Triggers. Do you have a consign? The counterspell is no longer the end of the world. That's why I wanted to get that return in yard, because they can save the frog by pitching 2. If they counter the Emrakul, then the frog dies, guaranteed. Opponent asked, they're 4-0. Sorry, friend. I'm gonna play this. Not one to scoop for trophies either ways. I want those trophies too. Oh, did we get it? GG's. We'll clear board. Resolve Emrakul and pass. Yeah, they physically can't deal with Emrakul. Sink the Stupor. Oh, even better. So we can go consign to memory. Yeah, we'll just sink, play, bolt, pass, and pass. And pass. Go to combat. And we got there. Those are some fun games. Those are some really fun games. I enjoyed that thoroughly. All right. Well, we're once again back in the 4-0 slot. I was going to say sleet. But we're back again 4-0 going into match 5. We'll be back shortly. All right, and we're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. We can keep this. Ideal hits off the top, 7 mana value spell or a temple, lab, imprint, pass. Hold up just in case on the off chance. Island. Oh, you got to be joking. Yes, pass. Of all the matchups. Thankfully, I can do this. Get out of here, crab. Pass. Hold up the ability to respond. Christ almighty. Stop it. Stop it, opponent. You're not allowed. Shield Rune as well. There's my other Emrakul. That's 5 types in yard, though. You are helping me there. KGC. We could KGC. I think it's right, though, to go Stirrings. Try and find another command. We don't find the command, but we do find a temple. We could play Writhing Chrysalis alternatively next turn. I'm not sure that's how we win. I think instead going temple 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we'll go temple. Any order. Temple. Maybe we should have gone done that a little bit differently. This is fine, though. Yeah, I should have done that probably a little bit differently, because now they just feel to ruin the temple instead of the Emrakul. Probably should have played the other lab or cavern. Vengeance of the Beyond, so they're not going to hit it yet, thankfully. Still 5. I like that command. Literally the next card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. End step, considering, yes. I will return the Emrakul question mark. The only problem by doing that is that they could have a surgical, but I don't know if that's usually played main. So yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we'll return it to hand. Draw. Another KGC. We'll play the lab. No imprint. Oh, they do play at main. Son of a... Alright, oh, you got punished for that, but I'm not sure if there's going to be like a good way for me to play around that. I guess maybe Tormod's Crypt into... Yeah, not a good way to play around that. No imprint. I will play KGC. Minus KGC. I will grab an EE for the crab. Probably correct. We'll grab EE and then pass. I guess I could have EE'd for 1 there if we sack the spawn. Yeah, Pluto Delta fetch, Surveil land, trigger. Bit rough. There goes the Devourer, would like that. They can force me to search as well for a archive trap, which will kind of suck. Another crap. So that... Okay, I was going to say that tells me they have Drown in the Lock, but they don't. Interesting. Force me to search. So imagine there's an archive trap in my future. No archive trap. That's surprising. Cavern of Souls. Name Eldrazi. So play EE for 1. Done. We have a World Breaker in yard. We don't somehow. Then minus KGC. Yes. For liquid metal coating. Liquid metal coating. That resolves. No reason to let them untap. So EE for 1. Liquid metal coating targeting sewers and pass. No black source for you, please. Tasha's. Only had 7 cards, thankfully. I say only. So, liquid metal coating targeting the Field of Ruin. We want to avoid the trap. Take up with KGC. We can play KGC and then we could Chalice for 1. That's an option. KGC. New KGC. Minus KGC, yes. This way they can't play Crab or Ancestral. Chalice. Chalice for 1. Play Misty. We're not fetching. That's just there for if we eventually have the ability to bring back World Breaker, I suppose. And pass. So no more crabs, no more surgical, no more ancestral recalls at home. Jeez. That's 15. Interesting. Oh, target player mills, so they -2? Mills 3 times. Draw. K return. I will Stirrings. I countered my Stirrings. Liquid metal coating. They can hit me for 9 though. Ew. Undercity sewers. KGC plus. Well, I guess they hit the World Breaker in here. They had at least a World Breaker, yeah. Damn. Pass. This Rumble cannot be played. But pause on end step on the off chance we survive. Okay. Field of Ruin. 14. Ah, damn. Yeah, you got it. Which means I is dead. Yeah, that is a cast. Alright. So loss against Mill. Game 2 will be back on the play. Cut the returns. Bring in the Chrysalis. And I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Not a good matchup. But we already knew that. I feel like if we saw the World Breakers earlier, it would have been a bit different. On the play for game 2. I'll keep. I don't think I reveal here. I don't know why, but I feel like revealing or exiling the top 8 might not be a good idea. Trigger, imprint, pass. Hold up the ability to respond. Pass. Draw. Stirrings. Temple. Pass. Hold up the ability to respond. In case of a crab. In response, gonna get by a consign, aren't I? It's really hoping that was gonna be a fetch. Yes, that's fine. There's a World Breaker. A Ghost Quarter. I will play the Ghost Quarter. Maybe we should have scry drawed there instead. Devourer, pass. Yeah, I guess we could have scry drawed. Pass. I think they have a surgical crab. Ugh. Crab. Ugh. Or that's trigger rather. That is fine. Chrysalis. Stomping Grounds. Shock. Go to combat. Attack. Need to apply pressure. Ancient Stirrings. Talisman. Any order. Cast Talisman. And hold up the ability to respond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fractured Sanity. That resolves. 2 World Breakers in Yard. Another crab. Yeah, moments like this where I wish I had return still. Yes. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, it might be worth it for me to fetch. At the same time, freaking Archive Trap would suck. They're gonna draw 3. Freaking Ancestral Recall at home. Oh, if they have an surgical though, that's gonna suck so hard. Return. Draw. KGC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I can't risk the not the surgical, the Ancestral Recall. Attack. I think we just have to be on the offensive here. I don't know if they have a basic swamp in their deck. Go to their draw. Ghost Quarter, Sewers. I don't think they have a basic swamp. I'm willing to bet on it. Damn. Oh, why'd I do that into crab? What? You know what? I'm sitting here going, I don't think they have a basic swamp. Forgetting they have 2 crabs on board. I'm just like, I'm thinking here like, well, I want to dodge freaking... Blah. Dumb. That was dumb. Oh, they have another crab? Awesome. That's 9, 18. I should have 18 right now. Yes, that resolves. Well, now I guess it doesn't matter if I fetch. It's not like they can ultra punish me. So I should have... Well, okay, maybe fetching is a bad idea. I should have 6 more. Yeah, fetching would be a bad idea. So I should be at 8. Okay, it didn't matter. It just simply did not matter. Yeah, the Ghost Cores was stupid. I was thinking I want to get rid of their black source. That way they don't have like glimpse. Just not thinking that they had the frogs, the crabs on board. So yeah, that sucks. Well, I mean, it's Mill. Damn. Yeah, Butter. Damn. An unfortunate way to lose the 5-0. Two nights, two back-to-back 4-0s and two 4-1s. It does sting a little, but it is very noticeable that the meta has become less and less hostile to Eldrazi Ramp, which I'm happy about. So overall, happy with today's results. Cannot complain. Very few misplays, if anything, very minor. I think probably the biggest misplay I had there may have been... I do wonder something. If I hadn't returned Devourer... If I hadn't returned Devourer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, we still wouldn't have been able to cast Karn into E. We've still been short by 2. Unfortunate. Well, either ways, like I said, good matches, good games. And tomorrow's video, we're going to shake some things up a little bit. I'm going to go one of 3 directions with the deck. Based on the data, Ancient Stirrings, kind of hot garbage, at least in the opening hand, because that's the data that we're really basing it off of. Of course, it can be better in the late game, but like, I'd just be rather drawing into a threat rather than searching for a threat and paying a mana for it at that. So like if it was a Chrysalis or if it were a Urgast, it would be better. So with that in mind, we'll be cutting Ancient Stirrings. If I add back in 2 Writhing Chrysalis, we'll likely add 2 Dismembers to the side. We'll also change Force of Vigor to Nature's Call instead, since we won't have enough green spells or green cards in the deck to pitch to Force. In addition to that, I want to say that's really the major changes I'm considering in that direction. The other change I'm considering is adding into Airghast back into main, and getting some more data on Airghast. Before, the testing was not great, but not horrible. Like, we had, like, I think a 50-60% confidence interval that Airghast was just not good in the opening hand. And that's mainly because of Thoughtseize effects that are seeing an increased play rate, as well as Solitude effects. So like the turn 3 Emrakul into Blink is great, but until it gets Solituded, and then you're left with nothing, and you're just kind of sitting there going, well, I guess I control your turn. Big whoop, right? But that also could just be me needing to adjust the way in which I play against Blink in those situations. The third option is cutting Karn, going a Karnless Eldrazi Ramp package with a focus on Airghast, playing 3 Airghast, playing 3 Emrakuls, 4 Chrysalis main, 4 Sowing Mycospawns, and then either like 2 World Breakers, 2 Devourers, or 4 World Breakers, 4 Devourers, things they consider there. Sideboard would obviously have to be overhauled. Still trying to figure out what's the optimal sideboard in the meta right now. Some cards are locked in, but some are kind of meh. So still trying to figure that out. That being said, leave your comments down below which version of the deck you would like to see. Can't guarantee I'm going to pick the one that you specifically state, but it's going to be one of those 3. We'll probably put in a week's worth of testing, and then once again, change things up a bit based on the numbers that we're generating. But that being said, as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you saw any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or just some general feedback is always appreciated. For as much as I hope that you all learn from me in both my successes and my failures, I hope to learn from you all as well. And last but not least, if you haven't already and gotten to this point in the video, please do consider subscribing. We're getting closer and closer to our 1,000 subscriber goal. That way we can monetize our videos here on YouTube. With that being said, folks, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.